told you yesterday, he told you to your face, it was your fault. You made a mistake here. That you should have talked your son out of this because he's risking something being out of the fight game for 2 years.
My son did not tell me that. Look here, I'm just gonna tell you this right here. I believe my son can win.
Okay.
And that without a doubt. Look, man, you gonna see something you ain't never seen before.
I agree with that.
You done seen Floyd many a times. All you see, everything you saw was success. And I'm gonna tell you, there ain't gonna be nothing else but that.
It continues happening. I don't understand how, but Floyd has woven himself into a contractual boa constrictor and can't get out of it. And likely the only way out is to actually fight.
Floyd Mayweather's father has broken his silence following the unexpected breakdown of the proposed Pacquiao rematch and the massive Netflix lawsuit that reportedly emerged from the situation. Despite all the controversy surrounding the event, he maintained that the fight is still expected to happen and confidently stated that Floyd would overpower and even stop Pacquiao in the ring.
Man, Floyd Mayweather Jr. can take a punch.
I've seen him take a few.
This right here can't take nothing. I'm telling you right now.
He can't take nothing.
Oh, does that mean?
Can't take nothing.
Are you
Talk to him, Pop.
Are you
I'm over here on my
suggesting
phone.
your son is going to knock him out?
Hey, that's very possible with him. With him, that's possible.
With him?
It's possible.
The planned rematch faced serious uncertainty after Floyd Mayweather Jr. publicly stated that the bout had never been officially finalized and described it as nothing more than a potential exhibition, directly conflicting with previous arrangements that had already been discussed.
You know, Manny Pacquiao at Sphere. What part did being at the Sphere kind of play when you taking that fight?
Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there. And this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to entertain the people.
Right. And as far as that, you know, what's it going to be like fighting him again, you know, like 11 years later now?
It's just, you know, like I never really took any of, you know, in the sport of boxing. You know, still extremely healthy, I work out every day. And, you know, I got an exhibition with Mike Tyson also, another exhibition in Greece. So if I'm just sitting at home and I'm just working out every day, spending time with my grandson and spending time with my children, I said, why not go out, have a little fun, entertain, and put on some exhibitions. So,
A representative connected to Manny Pacquiao's camp, Jazz Math, cautioned Floyd Mayweather Jr. that violating the signed deal could result in major legal consequences, including a possible lawsuit tied to Netflix. He emphasized that failing to honor the agreement might expose Floyd to enormous financial damages that could reportedly climb into the hundreds of millions.
So this was never an exhibition. It was never going to be an exhibition. It was never signed as an exhibition. Manny Pacquiao has no interest in doing an exhibition with Floyd. And just for the record, what the public doesn't know, Floyd Mayweather signed not one, not two, but 3 different agreements on 3 different dates with 2 different parties that ultimately got intertwined in the month of January. And this is all related to his return to professional boxing.
Math strongly dismissed the idea that the matchup was intended to be an exhibition, insisting that the agreement was made for an official professional bout and is still fully enforceable. He also suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. could be backing away from the fight out of concern over his current condition and the possibility of damaging his undefeated record against Manny Pacquiao.
I think our focus comes down to looking at this fight and trying to get this fight across the finish line. Is he scared? Why would he else make up trying to turn it into an exhibition? So exhibition is completely off the table. He needs to, you know, if he wants to be, look, he claims he's TBE. All the guys around him that are on his payroll claim he's TBE. Everyone claims he's TBE, right? But when you really look at it, the fans know Manny Pacquiao is an 8th division world champion. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather is not, right? Manny Pacquiao has certain accolades and achievements that Floyd Mayweather doesn't. Now, Floyd Mayweather has an undefeated record. So does Rocky Marciano. Great. He's not unique in any form or...
Many people now believe the matchup could ultimately fall apart because Manny Pacquiao reportedly wants a legitimate rematch rather than an exhibition-style event. With Pacquiao unwilling to accept the format suggested by Mayweather, the chances of both camps reaching a final agreement appear increasingly slim, putting the fight itself in doubt.
We'll have a Mayweather Pacquiao too.
Would you do an exhibition with him, or would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. Like I want if Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like I want fight. Like there's a decision.
Right. And we hear you're quite the professional singer as well.
Wade Plemons claims that Floyd Mayweather is dealing with major financial pressure, pointing to growing debt problems and questionable spending habits. According to his view, those financial concerns may be driving Floyd to chase numerous fights and business opportunities, even if it means risking violations of existing agreements in order to bring in fast money.
Mayweather has absolutely f***ed himself in big 2026. It's because he's in massive debt. Again, Floyd is going broke. I told you this over multiple videos. I'm following up here to say it again. Floyd is terrible with his money. He owes a lot of people a lot of money. And I'm willing to bet Floyd Mayweather debacle of 2026 continues to get worse. He has, again, woven himself into a pretzel of contract negotiations and potentially breaching one, if not all of them, to satisfy the other contract negotiations or obligations that he's already...
A number of analysts believe Floyd could choose a cautious approach against Pacquiao, relying more on defense, movement, and ring control instead of standing toe-to-toe and exchanging punches. Critics often describe that style as avoiding the fight, but Floyd Mayweather Sr. defended it by saying that this is a true essence of boxing, landing shots while minimizing damage, managing range effectively, and using smart tactics to secure rounds in the safest way possible.
I think I'm going to see a lot of duck and run, duck and run, duck and run. A lot of shoulder roll, duck and run.
Hey, that's the name of the game.
Is the winner?
That's the name of the game. How you think the man been winning all the time?
Hey, that's what he does.
His daddy Toddy.
He runs great. He ducks great.
Sure do.
Yep.
And punch in the process.
And there's only one way.
You can say all what you want to say, but guess what? You can't win no fight if you ain't got no arms and no legs. So I'm trying to tell you, trying to say Floyd is running, so that means he's running. That means he ain't fighting because he ain't got no arms to fight with. He ain't hitting nobody, so he ain't scoring.
While Floyd Mayweather Jr. has described the Manny Pacquiao rematch as an exhibition, reports have also connected him to several other potential fights planned for 2026. Because he is said to have already signed an agreement for the Pacquiao bout, accepting additional matchups could lead to claims of contract violations, creating possible legal complications and raising further questions about his future schedule.
Talk about Floyd Mayweather's potential other commitments. This is a little bit of a finer detail to the Manny Pacquiao fight and why maybe Floyd was trying to get around the verbiage of a real fight and flat out scam Manny Pacquiao and Netflix into having an exhibition when that's not what they signed a contract for. This might be why, because, I had speculated Floyd didn't want to lose his O. He didn't want to be in a real fight because that jeopardizes his legacy, even though he says he doesn't care about legacy. But also, he needs money very, very badly, so he was going to try to do a workaround where he considered this an exhibition and maybe try to get it by Netflix in that same way. And they went, nah, dude, you signed for a real fight. Either honor your contract or we're going to court. And this might be why. Floyd Mayweather is dealing with contract complications that could affect his 2026 plans, including a potential rematch with Manny Pacquiao. Floyd Mayweather is dealing with growing uncertainty around his 2026 fight schedule, as multiple agreements, including a highly anticipated rematch with Manny Pacquiao, now appear to be in conflict.
The Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao rematch continues to face controversy due to ongoing disagreements and contract-related disputes. At the same time, the proposed fight involving Mike Tyson has become increasingly uncertain after already being pushed back from its original April 25th date, leading to speculation that the event may eventually be called off altogether. Questions surrounding Mayweather's crowded schedule are only adding to the uncertainty.
Their schedule adds more uncertainty. Adding to the situation, Mayweather has been linked to other exhibition bouts, including matchups with fighters like Manny Pacquiao. That is not an exhibition. Mike Zambides, I'm pretty sure it's a kickboxer. However, those events have also faced complications due to legal and contractual issues. As a result, the possibility of Tyson-Mayweather exhibition remains unclear. Dude, it's not happening, okay? It's not happening.
Reports indicate that even near the expected date of the event, talks had not been fully finalized, with no confirmed contract, venue, or formal agreement from either camp. This absence of clear arrangement suggests that the bout may have been more in the realm of speculation than an officially secured event from the very beginning.
So I just randomly this morning got up and thought, what happened to that Mike Tyson-Floyd Mayweather fight that no one was asking for? Let's be honest. Am I upset that it's probably not going to happen? No. Is it obvious why it's not going to happen? Is it obvious why Floyd is doing these things? Because he needs money? That's why. But it seems as though the biggest cash cow in the room is him and Manny Pacquiao. And if certain articles are to be believed, and even Floyd's own words himself, there's a massive reason why Floyd can't and probably won't fight Mike Tyson. And it's a very simple one that we all should have seen coming. Let's take a look at this. This is from Alexander Rasquez. Now again, this is on April 17th. Remember, this fight was supposed to happen. Let me make sure I get it right. This fight was supposed to happen on April 25th in the Congo. And legitimately, when this was announced, this is the last anyone heard of this fight. This was a little more than a month ago. And since they announced it, no weight limit, 8 rounds, we have not heard.
At the same time, Mayweather's situation is seen by some as being driven by a push to secure fast earnings, which may explain why he has been associated with several overlapping fights and exhibition bouts. By pursuing multiple opportunities simultaneously, he may have stretched his commitments too far, leading to scheduling clashes and contractual issues. Combined with confusion among promoters and advisors, these factors have effectively delayed the Tyson matchup, leaving it unresolved and increasingly unlikely to take place.
I heard absolutely nothing about the fight from that moment forward. And the only reason I can think of for why that's happened is because the fight's not happening. Again, this is from Alexander Rasquez. Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather exhibition remains uncertain after the latest update. What's the latest update? It's far from finalized. This is from Amir Adala. He said, he addressed the situation, making it clear that no official agreement is in place. Quote, no, that is not definitely happening. It is pending a lot of things. It is pending a lot of different things. There's nothing definite, guaranteed, concrete, Adala said in an interview with Boxing King Media. This update comes after initial reports linked the exhibition to a possible event in the Democratic Republic of Congo. However, ongoing logistical and contractual hurdles, along with Mayweather's other potential commitments, have cast serious doubt on whether the fight will materialize. Talks exist, but no deal in place. Let's hear Mayweather's other comments in a second, because as we know, when Floyd starts talking, the money dries up. When Floyd starts getting out there and saying things in the public that are not true about the contractual obligations he already has, things tend to deteriorate. Either he gets sued, or he gets taken into arbitration, or he actually has to abide by the contract he's trying to actively diminish, like in the Manny Pacquiao.
Simon Jordan believes a potential Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao rematch is being driven more by commercial and entertainment value than by genuine sporting demand. He questions the purpose of revisiting the rivalry, especially with Pacquiao continuing to fight into the later stages of his career where recent outings have shown uneven form and declining consistency. But he also highlights that Mayweather's recent appearances have mostly come in exhibition-style events, including his bout with Conor McGregor, which in his view supports the idea that these spectacles are designed more for entertainment than elite-level competition. Jordan further argues that modern streaming platforms like Netflix are reshaping boxing by prioritizing entertainment-driven matchups. In this model, fights are selected less for competitive significance and more for their ability to draw global audiences, increase subscriptions, and generate major commercial impact, turning successful matchups into highly profitable entertainment products.
Pacquiao's had a fight recently, hasn't he, against Mario Barris, who's just lost his title to Ryan Garcia, deservedly so. And that was a draw in which most people saw Pacquiao at the end of his career, saw what was left of him, and were not too happy that he came back again. Floyd Mayweather has had a variety of different bouts. I mean, I hear that he's going to fight Mike Tyson. I don't understand what that thinking is. Or an exhibition. We've seen him fight and hold up Conor McGregor in an exhibition fight. It's Netflix building entertainment models around sports. Sport is entertainment. It crosses over. Netflix have got a proven model of success that ultimately they invest some money into these sort of things, whether it's Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson or Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. They'll look at their lifetime value of their average subscriber, not every subscriber, but their average subscriber, and then they multiply it by the amount of subscribers they think they're going to get as new ones, and they make a commercial decision.
Meanwhile, Manny Pacquiao has claimed that Floyd Mayweather is labeling their rematch as an exhibition because he is concerned about putting his undefeated 50-0 record at risk. He argues that Mayweather's perfect record is not only a major part of his legacy, but also central to his public identity and commercial appeal. According to Pacquiao, a loss would weaken the undefeated image that has helped Mayweather secure major fights, sponsorship deals, and worldwide attention. He suggests this is why Mayweather is more comfortable with an exhibition format rather than a fully sanctioned professional bout where the record would be officially at stake. Pacquiao's remarks had further tension between the two camps, as both sides continue to dispute whether the rematch should be treated as a legitimate fight or controlled spectacle, with each accusing the other of misrepresenting the situation. Floyd's signature is on this contract.
Floyd's signature is on this contract?
Floyd's signature is on multiple contracts.
And it says professional fight.
Professional fight.
Why do you think that Floyd is now saying, after he signed a contract for a professional fight, no, it's an exhibition? Why do you think? Do you have an opinion, a theory?
I think he's scared of losing. I mean, he's scared of losing because that's his, his leverage for, to go around and have exhibition because of his undefeated record. But if that record will ruin, then what else that he can leverage for to go around and have an exhibition match?
I mean, he could leverage what you do. You've lost fights because you fought everyone, right?
Yeah.
So you're still one of the greatest fighters who ever lived, and you can leverage the fact that you're Manny Pacquiao. But you think it means that much to him to be undefeated, that even though there's so much money on the line and he's already signed it, he now wants it to be an exhibition?
That's I always say that, it doesn't matter if you're an undefeated fighter, and you are. Yeah. What I can say is, like, he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
The Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao rematch is being positioned as a major global entertainment spectacle, with expectations of strong pay-per-view sales and worldwide viewership driven by the legacy and star power of both fighters, despite both being beyond their prime. Alongside this event, Mayweather is also linked to several exhibition bouts scheduled for 2026, including a reported headline fight involving Mike Tyson as part of a wider event lineup. Sources suggest he may continue participating in exhibition-style appearances throughout the year before any potential return to fully competitive boxing. Even with his official undefeated record and global recognition, each appearance continues to attract significant commercial attention and media coverage. However, critics argue that these events are increasingly motivated by entertainment appeal and revenue generation rather than pure sporting competition.
This is going to be a mega event. Doesn't matter how old they are. They're the two biggest names in boxing today, even if they aren't, necessarily the most active fighters. And Mayweather's going to have his exhibition with Mike Tyson in the Congo in April. Pacquiao's going to do one in Vegas with Ruslan Provodnikov, and then they're going to go towards the fight.
I don't know how you do an exhibition with Provodnikov, by the way. I don't know if I would do that.
Right. I wouldn't do that.
Man, he's not pulling punches, right?
Exhibition with that's like an exhibition with Drago, or like I'm going to do an exhibition with a wild tiger and a kid, like Provodnikov is not the one to do an exhibition with.
Jasmter claims that the ongoing dispute surrounding Floyd Mayweather's public statements does not affect the official status of the rematch, insisting that the fight remains active and legally enforceable. He stresses that the agreement calls for a full professional boxing match rather than an exhibition, and maintains that all involved parties have already signed binding contract confirming those terms. According to Matter, Mayweather's attempt to describe the bout as an exhibition directly conflicts with the signed agreements and could potentially be viewed as a breach of contract. He also states that Mayweather signed 3 separate contracts on different dates with different parties, all connected to the same professional fight arrangement. Each one formally executed with financial advances and legal documentation in place, Mata further argues that, given this level of formal structure and paperwork, there is no realistic basis for misunderstanding the nature of the agreement.